Talking about Giselle McNeil, the adopted daughter who the doctor sent back to the Ukraine and stole her identity for his mistress, Gypsy. Giselle is with us tonight from Las Vegas. And Giselle, I want to talk about the night before your mom, Michelle, died in that bathtub. From your room, you could hear something going on the night before. Can you tell us what you heard and what you thought?
Yes, so the girls went to ballet class, and I was at home in my room because I was in trouble. So I heard Michelle and Martin screaming over something. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but all I heard was Michelle saying, can you leave me alone? I am trying to go pick up girls. I don't need the stress. So he said, you need to listen to me. This is how it's gonna go. So he was yelling at her. She was trying to say, please leave me alone. Give me some space. You need to go to work. So get your things done at work. And so Michelle left around like 10 minutes after they had the long conversation about, please leave me alone, and I don't want to do nothing right now. I don't want to have no conversation. So she left to pick up the girls. 15 minutes later, he left. And he was on the phone with somebody else. I don't know if it was Gypsy or it was somebody else, but he was on the phone for so long. And then he took off after 15 minutes.
And they left you in the home. Now, here's a question. Did you ever see any violence in the home before Michelle died?
I have. When we moved to Pleasant Grove home from Orem House, we moved to Pleasant Grove home, and I seen him a few times lay a hand on her, and it was just random hand that she was giving dirty looks for him, like, oh, what are you doing? Or please take the hand off of me. And he would be, he would just make her squeeze her type of a thing. And I don't know what exactly it was all about, but he would like give random hands on her, like a type of a hug, but it didn't look like a hug. It was more as, what are you doing?
Giselle, how about now Michelle dies, Gypsy moves in, and I understand you got to spend quite a lot of time with Gypsy, and you took a trip with her as well?
Yes, I did.
What did you learn? What do you think of Gypsy, and what did you find out about Gypsy?
Well, on Mother's Day, I asked Martin if I could go with her because she said, I'm going to go to my home for Mother's Day house. So I went with her. I asked him, and he said yes. So I went with her, and she was like more as weird feeling too. So it was like, about Martin and about Gypsy, it was weird feeling. So I was like, okay, let me check it out. So I went to her house, and her family was nice. When I went to her sister's house, the next day they were chasing knives together. They were doing something. Now, I'm not sure, but it looked like it was a fight with knives. So Gypsy was chasing her sister with a knife.
Yeah,
incredible,
wow.
Incredible.
That's something obviously we can't confirm, but you're saying you saw it. Ryan,
right.
Jury's got to have a lot of questions.
Jury has a lot of questions. And Giselle, thank you so much for being here. Our juror number 12 has a question for you.
Giselle, we know how you feel about Martin. You don't consider him your father. How do you feel about Michelle? Do you consider her your mom? And what was your relationship with her?
I did for a while, for like 2 years, but then as soon as she started pushing me back and having Elle and Sabrina, their daughters, and having me on the side type of girl, I don't consider them as my parents anymore, like after 2 years, because of everything. They always have me in trouble. They always have me clean their home, cook, sometimes take care of Ada. So I was one of the slaves for them. So I don't consider as my parents.